Und hallo, herzlich willkommen zurück bei einer neuen Folge Honkai. Und wir machen hier weiter mit der neuen Version 3.6 und wir wollen Polen. Nämlich Evernight ist neu dazu gekommen und da sagen wir mal, da fuck ich nicht lange und wir machen die ersten 10 Pols. Let's go! Das war, glaube ich, noch nichts. Ne, das ist klar. Gut, dann haben wir wieder einen neuen Pol wieder zurück. Es ist nur einer, okay. Und Nummer 20. Auch wieder nichts. Lila. So soll es sein, aber bitte mehr Lila. Ein Icon. Und leider nichts. Nummer 30. Nope. Da ist der nächste Pol schon wieder ready. (40) 31 bis 40. Jupp. Und zweimal. Nö. Nächstes. Immer nicht. Mhm. Und weiter geht's. Oh, nee. Jo. Mhm. Und jetzt müsste es sein. Ja. Und das war klar, dass Bronja nur wie er ist. Na. Wer hätte das gedacht, dass es nur Bonja ist? Bingo! Jo, der Esel endlich. Da schon mal Evernight. Und jetzt muss ich noch Lack hier haben, da drin. Das war schon mal gar nix. Clara schon die ganze Zeit hier. Die nächsten 10. Und da ist das Ding. Fragezeichen. Schon wieder. Tanz, Tanz, Tanz. Ja, da ist das Ding. Das ist gesichert. Wunderbar. Serene, nächsten Patch gehört auch uns. Wow, wir haben 4-mal Lila noch bekommen. What the hell? Und da haben wir einiges eingespart. Das ist super. Mensch. Nikon. Kostet auch noch. Was haben wir denn hier? Erhöht die maximal Regel, wenn der Fähigkeit eingesetzt erhält. Versuch von ausrasten.
The seeds of memories shall sprout in the rain. The seeds of memories shall sprout in the rain.
Oh. Da fehlt uns noch ein paar Dinger. Da fehlt uns noch ein paar Dinger. Gib mal die Dinger, ja. Subi. March haben wir bekommen. Also geht es jetzt weiter. Mit der Hauptstory. Let's go.
This place is rich with the sweet scent of flowers. Can we stay here for a while longer?
Trailblazer Epivision war nicht so lange sein wie okay. Guten Tag.
I'm finally here. Once I return this core flame and become the world-bearing demigod, the cycles of Amphorius' tragedy can finally end. This Era Nova will be the arena for the final battle with Iron Tomb. But I still feel like something's not right.
Even though this cycle has no demigod of time, time has always stood on humanity's side.
Then, with this core flame blessed by the remembrance, respond to their hopes and blaze a trail to the future.
Weird. No one ever mentioned this. The core flame of time. When did it get returned?
Oh, hat sie zurückgebracht.
You used Memoria to resist me. But did you not consider the possibility that the remembrance and their children might have taken this opportunity to join the fray as well?
Are you saying the Garden of Recollection is also getting involved in this unsavory mess? Then I welcome them. If the Memo Keepers can disrupt your little experiment of destruction, I'll give them a standing ovation.
But you know deep down that they can't. In fact, the Memo Snatchers will be more of a hindrance to you. The Memo Keepers covet Amphorius' secrets, just as they covet the knowledge of every genius. In the war between the eons, the remembrance is never the erudition's ally.
But they are certainly not an ally of the destruction either. Right now, following behind the Trailblaze, numerous cosmic powers have cast their sights on Amphorius. They all have vastly different philosophies, but the desire to survive will unite them against a common enemy.
How can you be certain that these powers don't have their own end goals, waiting to seize an advantage in the war among the eons? The war has long begun, Screwlum. Four paths will push the cosmos to its end, and the destruction is only one. Apulka saw these ripples, but had no way of stopping them. So she founded Device 9. Dr. Primitive also took action, but he chose the wrong allies. And now only wild animals keep him company. As for the two inorganic emperors, they could have ascended to the throne of destruction, but they were thwarted by the Eon's plots and became prisoners of the erudition instead. What's interesting is, while the second Emperor had a body made of flesh and blood,
We have no interest in chatting about the past with you. Logic, you are stalling, which means you feel trapped.
trapped. Yes, looking back, when Xandar was a human, he often felt trapped. But patience became my strongest weapon because of this. I've always waited for so long. What's a bit more waiting? You don't want to test the resolve of a dead man who's crossed thousands of amber eras.
Oh, you're right. We won't get anywhere the way things are going right now. Every member of the society has their own way of thinking, and we were never going to expand your thinking through words. Since
It's my turn now, isn't it?
Ja, Anaxa.
Anaxagoras.
Exactly. The benefit of dealing with intelligent individuals is that there's no need to waste words. The answer is exactly as you think. Lupai Sealand's in. Let her join the final act. I'll transmute myself into a Philosopher's Stone and embed myself into the formula. And when the time comes, she needs to shatter me and scatter that stone's ashes into the ocean within the vortex.
So what exactly does your formula do?
Now that would spoil the climax, wouldn't it? I have 10,000 ways to torture an anti-Catheran. And in the flame chase journey that she experienced, the previous me already discovered the optimal solution. Just as that Titan made themselves at home in my brain, I can also fuse myself with your avatar through alchemy. I didn't know until I tried it, but this is simply brilliant. I can flip through a genius's databank like Reed. Then I will step onto the stage at the perfect moment and use the truth to end this long. And just as always, I'll leave the audience speechless.
You waited in the data stream for hundreds of years?
This universe is worth all that time that I invested.
How absurd. But I can't help but admire it. You managed to avoid the watchful eye of the erudition and plan all of this within Amphorius. It seems that there was a slight oversight in my Perhaps there was more than just one oversight.
more than just one?
I underestimated the Remembrance's methods. A third party is about to join, or still haven't noticed it. In the past few moments, we've all forgotten something.
Miss Irene disappeared.
Das Irene ist verschwunden.
I thought no one would notice me if I just waited at a corner of the memory zone. But I see that wasn't enough to fool you, my dear.
Mann, ich hab die vermisst.
Looks like you're no longer that surprised to see me. Even though I am an uninvited guest. Aw, that look. So full of memories. But I'm not her. Only you can see me right now. I only exist in your cognition. So that way, other people can't interrupt us. You mean, what's going on with March 7th? Good. I like people who don't beat around the bush. So, let's talk about the one thing you should know. Your friend March 7th is no more. Huh. It's just like what she predicted. The truth shook you. Just March 7th entered this world, long before you and Don Hung arrived at Amphorius. She embraced the path of remembrance to save you two, and burned away, like a lone candle in the fog. And I am the shadow cast by her candlelight. I've been hiding within the cracks of time all these years. It isn't easy to deceive a genius, but I can do it. I'll now answer your other question about who returned the core flame of time in this cycle. The answer is simple. No one ever did. I believe someone as sharp as you would definitely figure out that something's wrong. When the Era Nova fails to proceed, you will remember our initial meeting, and I'll be able to open the way for the remembrance. Thank you for carrying this core flame all the way to the end of the world. I expected nothing less from March 7th's trusted friend. I shall claim the divine authority of time. There's not much in this universe that I care about, except March 7th and her cherished companions. The divine authority isn't actually all that important. What's important is that I will use it to participate in... You already have a good idea of what the Era Nova does, right? It initiates extrapolations for the next cycle, based on this immutable experimental mechanism is the key to the genius's resistance against Iron Tomb. And now, let me filter your memories. Keep the appropriate seeds, and discard the rest. That way, it won't take too long. You just need to step into the rain of sensation with me. I'll tell you who deserves to be forgotten. With your memories as the base material, I will recreate the cause and effect of this world. Isn't the fate of the entire cosmos hinged upon this fight? Then this is the best way to ensure everything works out. It will most certainly defeat the destruction. I'm not surprised at your answer. But I don't need your trust. If a new life is to be born, its seed has to be dead. March 7th made a wish to me before she disappeared. Her only wish was for the Trailblaze's journey to continue. I'll definitely fulfill that small wish for her.
Friend, what's going on? Your consciousness suddenly went so far away.
I promise you that the Astral Express crew will definitely see each other again. And so come, dear. Sink into the sea of oblivion and become like so much time. Just the two of us. And guess what? You. Because this Memorious Tide comes from your companion. It's her deepest and innermost memory.
Und zu die Erinnerung von March 7.
Well, I'm not actually all that surprised. It was on that night when a certain Knight of Beauty dropped by uninvited to the Astral Express. That was when you showed up, without even saying anything. Huh. I see. Ben, do you still remember how long it has been since you entered Amphorius? That's gonna be tough to answer. 97 days. You walked every inch of this world in 97 days. But unfortunately, no one was able to see you. And you weren't able to interact with anyone. Like how the Memo Keepers renounce their flesh and turn into mimetic entities. You are now a ghost. A being. But I can't just do nothing. This world is... She and Don Hung have already set off. The Astral Express could appear on the horizon any second now. And they, too, will become this place's victims.
For ages, I've watched people walk through that door. They couldn't see or hear my calls. The voices beyond always promised safety, but I've never seen anyone.
They are all humans who got lured into this place. But these people's memories were tampered with. That's not what happened with the Express crew. That's so cruel. Did the Memo Snatchers do that? I don't know. I only possess your memories. None of these people managed to break through the sky's seal. There's probably a dangerous reason as to why Amphorius had remained undiscovered for so long. Anyway, back to our initial topic. You gotta know something, right? We practically look like twins. Maybe you know a thing or two about my past? Or any hidden powers I might have? Please, tell me what I need to do to protect them. Have you ever wondered what the word cost means? Cost? Shouldn't I be the one asking you that? Oh. You always hid in my memories. Never wanted to come out. The only times you showed yourself were when I got into serious trouble. That's because you also don't want to get discovered by the garden's observers. Am I wrong? There's no one here except us. If you help me, then I'll... Fine. Let me drop a single pebble into these stagnant waters and watch the... But you must polish this pebble with your own hands. And what will I turn into after that? Maybe you'll turn into a guiding light. Or maybe you'll be reduced to dead embers. I can't guarantee that you'll remain the person you are now. Inside you is nothing but an Evernight. Even I can only catch a tiny glimpse of it. If this is the only way, then I don't see why I should say no. The mastermind behind the show is about to find us.
Apologies, lost young lady, but I simply cannot allow you to keep acting as you please.
So, he can't see you, huh? Or maybe he's seen through our true essence.
The Garden of Recollection's methods are puny party tricks. But you... how did you overcome the ultimate...
Looks like we don't have time to keep talking this out. That's right. Some opportunities will never come again. Then, let's do it. Offer up. All. Cast down this pebble, and let everything in this world be swallowed by the torrents of oblivion. I promise you, what was frozen was alive. Now, let's bring the true Evernight to this world.
Oh. Den Hang.
Is this... the parlor car? Am I back already? But... why don't I remember anything? Something doesn't feel right.
Irgendwas stimmt da nicht.
Think back to when she and I separated.
It will take time to uncover the reason. Before then, if one of the Nameless is willing to stay and witness the fate of this world, or to push it along when necessary, it would be of great assistance.
This is goodbye then, Lord Donhong. Thank you, guard. I hope that all of you will be able to... But I can't remember anything after that. No matter how...
Where's Sunday? Did he not come back with you?
He stayed with Madame Herta. They wanted to try using his tuning to help support the genius's thought hacking.
Is that Himiko's voice? And...
Oh my. That was Herta's suggestion? It's hard to imagine she'd borrow the power of the harmony.
No, it was Sunday's suggestion. Herta initially refused. But she changed her mind after Xandar's identity was revealed.
And we still can't get in contact with the Xianzhou Lafu?
I'm still trying, but this place is outside the interastral peace communications coverage zone, so there's a limit to what we can do.
What about Aventurine's chip, the mini-transmitter? Surely it can get through to the IPC's lines.
Himiko, are you all right? I've never seen you this anxious before.
I'm... all right. I'm probably just tired. Let's focus our energy on the kids. Now's not the time for distraction.
Unfortunately, I left that ship in the dreamscape when we departed Penacony.
Am I dreaming?
Träum ich
The
etwa?
parlor car feels so... Are the voices coming from the passenger cabin?
Those two passengers
Don't worry, Pom Pom. They're both experienced nameless. They'll be.
Oh, I'm right here. But where did...
Wo sind alle hin? Wo sind alle hin?
It's hard to believe that their car is still floating in the vacuum of space.
That's why the Express wasn't able to receive any landing signal. It's likely that the two missing nameless, like March 7th, also came under the influence of the Path of Remembrance, and only their minds entered Amphorius.
We can analyze all we want, but the real question is, what can we do right now?
I was just about to get there, Miss Himiko. Right now, Amphorius's memory zone is I can also take this opportunity to enter the world and seize as much of an advantage for the Astral Express as possible. For example, I can light a beacon in the memory zone for the Trailblazer and Don Hong to follow back home.
March's room. I haven't heard a single peep from her. This March already wasn't feeling very well when she and I set out. Even if this is a dream.
Ja, March 7. Da ist bestimmt keiner, oder?
March, it's me.
Kein Mucks. Was ist der?
Well... Sorry, March.
Sorry, March. Alles voll Eis. Oh. Ist ja mehr geworden als vorher.
This isn't a dream after all.
Based on what Madame Herta said, Don Hong should already be on his way back.
But the Express hasn't detected any traces of him.
I feel like I've seen these floating black things somewhere before.
Or he's already returned to the Express, but fell into the trap of someone with...
No, I've definitely seen them before. But I've lost that memory. The Memo Keeper's memetic entities are truly everywhere.
Don't worry. Normal Memo Keepers can't do anything to that little dragon. As long as he's awake enough. All he needs is a little concentration.
Hearing you say that makes me feel much better. Don Hong has all of the qualities you mentioned.
I don't know what your intention, but as the guard of the Astral Express, I must have any suspicious and uninvited guests to leave.
Ungebetene Gäste.
Trust me. We can do anything.
You two will head to the nether. Who's here?
Zitterwusch. Und weg.
Don Hong!
Miss Himiko, I'm back.
Ich bin zurück.
Even if it's just through a spirit warp jump.
You could hear our conversations?
Yes. It was thanks to your voices that I could pierce through the memorial barrier. Although, it was not a wise decision to let a memo keeper of unknown origins board the Express.
Can't argue with that.
Kann ich hier
Miss
nicht
Black Swan
widersprechen.
has been on the crew's side ever since things started going wrong in Amphorius. We can trust her.
So many baffling things kept happening one after another. I don't even know where to begin. I wish I could have returned with better...
Don't blame yourself. You're all safe and sound, and that's good enough for me.
Are she and March 7th really safe and sound?
As a matter of fact, while you were on your way back, Amphorius's circumstances changed once again. And these circumstances have something to do with the two you just mentioned.
Are you saying that she has been kidnapped by an unidentified remembrance path?
So you're saying that person's appearance is identical to March 7th?
It's too early to say that, as I haven't seen her with my own eyes. I've only detected a similar aura in the memory zone. We have no way of knowing what March 7th has experienced. But I can assure you, if we sink too far into the Memoria tide of that...
What will happen?
Everyone here will be torn to pieces. Please, trust me on this.
But I also trust in our trailblazing companions. I know this isn't what March would want.
No matter what secrets are buried within, we'll do whatever we can to find that March 7th and bring back her and the March we all know. I mostly understand what we've learned about the erudition and the destruction. But what roles do the remembrances intruders play in them?
I made some new discoveries relating to that with Madame Herta's help. As part of the deal, do you mind if I share them with you? All right then. Fourth mirror.
Oh, it's finally my turn to shine. Oh, it feels like such a grand occasion. It's really been too long since I last appeared.
This friend here is Madame Herta's very capable assistant. They were the ones who helped you complete the spirit warp jump. Additionally, it was thanks to them that I was able to learn the secrets of that group of extremist memo keepers.
I appreciate the praise, but I didn't have to lift a finger. I mean, mirror.
You did this through a mirror?
The garden has strict rules for collecting memories. But not all memo keepers are as proper as I am. Herta Space Station often has uninvited guests, and they never seem to know their limits. That group of memo snatchers has been taken care of, and they are now trapped in the fourth mirror. How many of them are there? I can't quite remember.
I didn't really count carefully either. Maybe around 42. There's still room for more.
I carefully dissected the memories of these colleagues of mine. And you come to a conclusion that can't be ignored. The Garden of Recollection is secretly salvaging the memories of a path. In other words, their goal is to gain the memories of a god's death.
The moment an eon falls? That would indeed be a spectacular sight for someone dedicated.
That's exactly the problem. They seem to have been aware of the destruction's movements early on, but they lacked a decisive power and had no way to penetrate and...
So, what did they decide to do?
Hide the truth and wait for an opportunity. Now, it seems that letting memo keepers guide the right people here was also part of the plan. This also confirms one of my suspicions. They have already infiltrated deep.
They would not hesitate to associate with the destruction in order to salvage memories? Could they be...
I don't know. Perhaps they're even deeper. The majority of memo keepers believe that when the universe inevitably reaches its death, An Amphorius, as a scepter, can be viewed as a mini-universe. Without a doubt, these extremists wish to record the cause and effect of Iron Tomb's destruction of the erudition. They may want to use it to simulate the end of the universe, or to probe into the unfathomable will of the eons. The Trailblaze broke the seal around Amphorius, giving these people the opportunity to enter. Now, they'll do anything to prevent outside powers from entering, because your involvement will certainly influence Iron Tomb's final outcome.
You said that March is closely linked to the Remembrance. Is what she's doing related to these memo snatchers?
I do not believe that Miss March is on their side. In fact, when the car you used for landing first made contact with Amphorius, a violent surge of memories flowed past. Combined with what we know now, I have reason to suspect that the flash of power came from
March.
Exactly. She was the first to be hijacked by the Remembrance, but she used Memoria to neutralize the firewall, allowing...
At present, we've lost contact with her. Our only choice now is to rely on the eyes and ears of those two geniuses to understand this. If there's no use in agonizing over this, Don Hung. Our top priority now is to...
Yes.
Yes.
Passenger Dong Hung?
Yes, conductor.
Pom-Pom knows. Pom-Pom came over to bring you good news. Passenger Welt says they found those two passengers. Their projections are in the parlor car.
Gut, aber das war's hier für die Folge. Und man sieht sich nächste Woche wieder. Bis dann, ciao.